I didn't just wake up like many of you who are following me, who are saying, Seer1, you know, you are fighting Edgar Lungu because Edgar Lungu deported you. What? No, it's not what I was fighting him for. The issue of my deportation was already handled. Nigerian government told me to seek for compensation. It's not what I was fighting him for. That didn't bother me, because that thing happened many years ago. I think in the year 2016. I only started fighting Edgar Lungu 2 years ago, in 2019. That's when I started fighting him, because of the corruption that was taking place in his leadership, the brutality that was taking place in his leadership, the prostitution that was taking place in his leadership. He literally turned Zambia to a brothel, a Sodom and Gomorrah. That was why we decided to say it is time for Hakainde Hichilema to win election. And I told everyone that that is it. I knew what I was doing, because this time, 2021, is not the first time that Hakainde Hichilema was winning an election. He won an election in 2015. He won an election in 2016. But we rigged that victory out of him. And I kept saying this. I kept telling them in PF. It's just that they grew wing. They had so many people that were deceiving them, telling them nothing is going to happen. We have won election already. You know, we have brought a lot of development. We have won landslide. There are so many people that were deceiving them, telling them, don't listen to Seer1. You have won already. But when you worked with somebody before and you don't want to work with them again, you must find a way also to make that person keep quiet. PF government was like a slave queen that could go to social media to show off what it doesn't have, forgetting that some of the people on social media are people that understand how we struggle in real life. So people like us, they were going to treat us well for us to keep quiet and for us to help them rig the election like the way we have been doing. But unfortunately, they thought that they grew wing. Edgar Lungu thought that he was a big boy. One of the reasons why I fought hard for him to lose the election is because I wanted him to know that he's a nobody. You can never bite a finger that once fed you. It's not possible. I wanted him to know that it's not everyone you see that you can use and dump. Edgar Lungu was going to be a president today. There is nothing, no. What is, please, who is HH compared to where Edgar Lungu was? Edgar Lungu was going to win this election landslide. It was very easy for him to win this election. This was the easiest election for him. But we took it from him to show him that he's a baby. I wanted all those prophets that were prophesying to him to know that they are learning. These are levels. There are levels to this thing. You know, there are levels. You can't just come up and start saying, "I kill Seer1, I destroy Seer1. Seer1, I will kill your power. Seer1, you are a Satanist. I will use Jesus Christ to destroy you." Which Jesus? Which Jesus are you talking about? So these are the things that I wanted Edgar Lungu to know. I wanted also those. There are so many prophets from Nigeria. There is son for TB Joshua, Prophet Daniel, who was prophesying that Edgar Lungu will win, Prophet Amata, and some other small prophets from Zambia. They were making noise. Every day they were speaking rubbish. I wanted them to know that this thing is, they are babies in this thing. I just wanted Edgar Lungu to be humbled. You know, that's why I fought very hard. And I was laughing when he was apologizing to the people of Zambia. When he said that people of Zambia felt betrayed. I have always been waiting for him to apologize, so that I will also come and ask those prophets that say that God chose Edgar Lungu a question. Edgar Lungu himself has accepted that he made a mistake. He has accepted that he made a mistake. He has been humbled. His trouser now is bigger than his waist. He's now back to format factor. He has been resetted completely. This one now is the Edgar Lungu that we know. That's what I wanted. I wanted to laugh at him and laugh at all those prophets. So when Edgar Lungu is confessing to say, I'm sorry for what I did to you. If Edgar Lungu is confessing, then this prophet that we are saying God chose him, why, how can God choose somebody that know already that he did something bad? You know that they stole a lot of money, and God cannot choose a Yahoo boy. Edgar Lungu is a Yahoo boy. You know, I know a lot of things. I'm just waiting for HH to give us signal so that we can start now telling you how they were moving money abroad. Dorasilia was stacking money in the account of his son, and now the money has been moved already. But all these things, I don't want to go into them. I don't want to. This is a country thing, and I don't want to jump into it. You know, I don't want to run faster than the ACC or the police or all those things. We'll have them openly like this. We'll have all the criminal cases in our palms here like this. And I can assure you, Chishimba Kamburi, GBM, that other short idiot that was saying he deported me, Kampiongo. So many of them are going to languish in prison. So I don't want to be fast. I don't want to run. I'm giving opportunity for ACC to fight. I'm giving opportunities for DEC to fight. Where they fail, then we come in. Because I was in PF. I understand how money leaves the country. I'm not a baby. You know, spiritually, I am the dawn of power. Physically, I am a political guru. You know, I know all the things that we did against HH. And the time I came out and said it's not going to work this year, HH, the election is not going to be rigged this year. Many of you thought I was joking. You know, you fought me. Even most of you that were here saying, Seer1, mind your business. Seer1, you're a Satanist. Seer1, what. You are the one enjoying HH today. You are the one enjoying your freedom today. You are the one, anywhere you want to go, you go. Anything you want to do, you do. Nobody's harassing you. Nobody's beating you up. Those days, PF cadres will carry knife. People were afraid. You are the one enjoying. I am here where I am today. I'm not even in Zambia. I'm not in your country. You are the one that is enjoying the fruit of my labor. But you are fighting me. You were saying, Seer1, what can Seer1, this, Seer1, that. No, I said, I know what is good for you. I know HH. I know Lungu. I've worked with Lungu. Lungu is not good for you. I told you. PF is not good for you. We did a lot and a lot that if I mention it, you stone Lungu. You see, I know who is good for you. That's why I fought that you receive HH as your president. Today you are enjoying. See, your president has gone is traveling outside the country now for a meeting. And it's going with how many people? 6, 7 people. During the time of Edgar Lungu, all his slave queens will go ahead of him. Plane will be packed to capacity. When you go to attend something, it doesn't even attend. They will be partying until they fly back. Slave queens were all over making noise. Slave queens were all over rich. Where are they today? So now you have a good president. You should actually say, Seer1, thank you for helping us. Seer1, thank you for what you have done for us. Thank you for what, especially the youths. I influenced the youths in millions to vote this time around. You are supposed to say, Seer1, thank you so much for helping us. It's not easy. You are enjoying now. You know, now your president will give you free education. Your president is going to give you now no more pay this at school. Look at please. You must thank me. You must thank me, because at a point where it was tough, everybody gave up. Almost everybody gave up hope in UPND. GBM left. Kambiri packed, destroyed, left. This can be the reason why when you see me, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk too much today. There are things I want to touch in the. When you see me, when you see Seer1 talk about a person, the way I speak about Kambiri, know that that person is an idiot. It took me, Seer1, and many others to speak to the chiefs, crying to the chiefs and telling them, please, this guy, take him back. Because he was insulting the people of Tonga. They vowed never to have anything to do with him. We cried because I thought he will agree to do what I told him to do. He was going to be a vice president today in Zambia. I told him, I wasted my resources calling the chiefs, crying, Papa, please accept this guy. Because I want him to be the vice president of Zambia, thinking that I was doing something better. Kambwiri, the chief agreed. The chief agreed and they forgave Kambwiri. The day he was there at the palace, I was watching everything that was going on. When he was forgiven, I was the happiest person on earth, saying that we are raising a vice president in Kambwiri. What did he do? He came out, Edgar Lungu gave him chicken change, and he turned around and started speaking against Tonga people again. At that point, everybody lost hope. Mima Chela Tukuta. And many people today, Papa, are you sure? They're asking, Papa, are you sure that UPN is winning this election? Are you sure that we are winning this election? Charles Kakoma has left. Charmaine Musonda has left. GBM left. Kambwiri left. The party is naked. People have left in numbers. Papa, are you sure that we are winning? I say, if HH will not be the president, I'd rather die. And we continue the working. Are you not the one that is enjoying the fruit of the labor? Is it me? It's not me, it is you. You are the one enjoying your country. You are the one benefiting from the battle that we fought. You are the one benefiting from the battle for. So what I'm trying to say is that Edgar Lungu was there. I just wanted him to be humbled. I wanted him to know that Kaiser Zulu is a nobody. I wanted him to know that all these Chandakabu, all these other guys, all of them, they were nobody. They were nothing. If I tell you that you are going, you will go. If you want to, I even mentioned it in those broadcasts. Even if you want to go and bring Jesus from heaven and bring him down, you will see power. Power is going to compete with power. These are not baby things. How PF lost election today, they cannot explain. Nobody on earth can explain that. I'm telling you the gospel truth. No one on earth can explain how PF lost election. If you wake up Edgar Lungu today and ask him, how did you lose? Up to today, he's not healed. He's not eating. That's why he has lost weight. He can't believe it. Forget about the laughing and the joke that he was making on the day he was doing Satamomeda. No. The guy is dying inside. Nobody in PF can explain how they lost the election. You don't joke with somebody that helped you before. Then you run around and say, Seer1, you must leave because you are practicing Satanism in our country. You are a fool. You have never seen Satanists before. And you are talking about Satanists. And you are talking about Satanism. Seer1 is doing diabolical thing. All the pastors in Zambia, almost all of them, they gang turn around against HH. Praying that because Seer1 prophesy, because a Satanist prophesy, let's fight between God and Satanists. You are mad. These are powers that you don't joke with. These are powers that are beyond you. It's not prayer. Yeah. Holy Ghost fire. Jesus. No. These are things beyond that. Deep things. I wanted him to be humble. I wanted all those idiots that were jumping up in Zambia calling themselves prophets and pastors. Edgar Lungu win. I wanted them to know that they are babies. They are still learning. The bush that I entered and showed you the way how to enter the bush. You cannot follow me into that bush and start trying to manipulate me in that bush, because if I've been in that bush for many years, I know the routes. I know where I can enter that you cannot enter. This is a parable. So I wanted him to be very humble. I was being interviewed by Seer1 the other day. I told them, Edgar Lungu did a lot of work. Of course, in those works, those are the works that will put him in prison. He did a lot of work. There is a lot of road, there is a lot of hospital, there is a lot of airport and so on and so forth. If people were voting because of what they saw, he was going to win. But because we said he was not going to win, even if he wanted to develop Zambia like Dubai, he was not going to win that election. These are the things that people needed to understand. These are the things that people needed to put at the back of their mind when you were attacking Seer1. Today, PF people, every day I receive a lot of call from PF leaders. Seer1, help us rebrand our party, help us rebrand. I know what can be done in your party, and in 2026 you bounce back. I swear. PF, I know these things of politics you are doing. You don't know politics. You don't understand politics. What you are doing today is rubbish. When I started supporting HH, everyone that spoke to me told me that a Tonga man can never be a president. He has never been a president and will never be a president. I tell them that a day begins a story. I never support failure. I know what PF will do to bounce back in 2026, but I'm not going to share it with them. Even if you like bring Jesus to here to tell me, it's not going to work, because you were too arrogant. You don't even know politics. You don't even understand politics. You are still doing an analog politics. A politics whereby our forefathers did is the politics you are doing in 2021. There is, as we speak today, there is no single opposition in Zambia. I laugh, every day I laugh, every day I laugh. If not because HH is my own person. It's very easy. These guys are not seeing anything. They are just criticizing rubbish. And there is a way you criticize somebody, you become stupid. Many people that are criticizing HH now are becoming stupid because they don't know how to do politics. Many people that are, every time when HH speaks and they criticize him, they are becoming stupid. People are not taking them serious because they don't know how to do politics. They don't know how to criticize. There are places you can touch. A European government will start shaking like this. But you don't know it. Many people, I'm telling you, hundreds of PF leaders today, those people that rejected me before, they are calling me Seer1. Help us rebrand PF. Help us do this, help us do that. How are you going to rebrand PF when Shimbakamburi is there? Number one is a criminal. Number two is a tribalist. We beg the chief to forgive him. I don't think the chief is going to forgive him now. It's not going to be possible. So as for Chimbakamburi, it's gone. Politically, it's dead. Health-wise, it's gone. There is nothing in him. So that even shouldn't bother anybody. PF is not serious, and they will never be serious. I am going to support President Hakainde Hichilema until 2016. I will support him again to win election. He will rule Zambia for 10 good years. If you are doubting me, mark it again. Even if Jesus come from heaven and contest against HH is going to win in 2026. Mark it somewhere. When he finish, when he's done, because he is my own personal person. He is a person that I love from the bottom of my heart. When he's done, then we can talk about maybe another person coming. But as it is today, my word is my word. I don't vomit and eat it again. If I'm somebody that vomit and eat it again, PF was going to win this election because I was going to turn against UPN. Because Nigerian government themselves, imagine not a state government, a federal republic of Nigerian government persuaded me to drop my fight against PF and support PF. I refuse. If I can say no, when HH was a nobody, when he was not the president. If I can support him, why must I betray him now that he's a president? If he do wrong thing, I will tell him you have done wrong thing. And one thing I love about him is that he's a man that listens. He's a man with original humility. During the time of PF, if they do something bad you speak, they will arrest you. They will even kill you. They didn't want to hear anything. But HH is different. That's why the guy is going far. He listens. When he does something which is not wrong, which is wrong, you tell him this is wrong. He accepts and he amends. Unlike the other, that Casanova Edgar Lungu, that is wearing trousers bigger than the trousers of Rupia Banda today. All those beauty, all those slay queen, all those go black, all those fancy trousers, fancy suit, they are gone. That's what I wanted. I wanted him to be humble so that he will understand that dawn of power is dawn of power. When I say it, that's how it is. Bringing me now to the topic of today. I was reading some article. I'm always following what is happening. And I heard people saying, Hakainde Hichilema went to Kasama or where, or Chipata or where. He didn't meet Mpezeni, or he didn't meet what is the name of that other chief? That other chief. Somebody type the name of that chief here, please. That other chief, I think it's Bemba chief. What is his name? What is his name? That chief. That other chief. Please, I want to. The people. This is why I say PF really don't know how to criticize. The way they are going, if they continue like this, they are gone. They will be like UNIP. They must sit down and actually think to say, what must we do? Modern politics, not this. How can you criticize HH that he went to Bembaland and he didn't meet Chief Titu Mukulu or something like this, or he didn't meet what is his name? What is his name? The one in Mpezeni. Listen. Let me tell you something you don't know. The politics of today is politics of the youths. Gone are the days when people go and vote because their chief told them to go and vote. These days, because of chiefs have become like prophets of today, they have been manipulated with power and the money. People don't listen to them again. Those days when a chief says, oh, everyone from Bembaland vote for my son, everyone will vote for them. Everyone from Tongaland vote for my son, everyone will vote for them because the chief has said it. It doesn't happen again. Today, it doesn't happen again. Because the chiefs of today, not only in Zambia, but almost all over the world, they like money more than the people. Chiefs are the people that they're supposed to be like us, the prophet. They're supposed to stand and defend the people against the government. The government will rise up and oppress the people. A prophet or a chief will rise up and say, hey, not my people, not my subjects. That is the work of the chiefs. That is what the chiefs are supposed to do. But today, the chiefs are siding with the government that is oppressing the people. A president is just somebody, is something that does not last. 5 years, 10 years is gone. But a chief is there forever. You must protect your children. The people, the president sees the people of Zambia as people. But you as a chief must see the people of Zambia as your children. If you betray them, you go and side with the government. You side with Edgar Lungu. You see what Edgar Lungu was doing to the people of Zambia. They're stealing, they're killing. Everything that he was doing to the people of Zambia, you go and side them. You think that your people will respect you. That chief Chief Chitumuklu. Chitumuklu, he has lost respect. He's a nobody. Even in his family, he cannot command his family, not to command the people of Bemba. That is what happened in this election. He openly supported Edgar Lungu, even refusing to meet HH. Openly. Instead of standing to defend his people from criminality, he openly supported Edgar Lungu. And today you want HH to go and kneel for him. Who is he? That type of politics is over. Believe me, let me tell you something you don't know. Today, Alice Musokwa, the one in America, that goes on Facebook and speak to 5,000 people and speak to 3,000 people, has more influence in politics than a chief. Because a chief, how many people are you going to talk to? You must understand, people do not understand that we have migrated. I was telling PF government, I told them, I warned them from the beginning. It's just that they were too pompous. They couldn't listen to me. They were blinded by sex and money. They couldn't listen to me. They couldn't listen to me. I told them that this election is going to be won on social media. The youths are going to vote. They were busy carrying money and giving to the chiefs. Chiefs for what? Chiefs sold their birthright. They told the people, vote for our son Edgar Lungu. They went and voted for a church. Vote for our son. Vote for this person. Don't vote for this person. They went and voted for a church. Why? Because majority of the people that voted were on social media. They were listening from social media, not from the chief. How many people is the chief going to talk to in a day? I told PF government, I said, go to Zikta and find out how many people are on social media that are listening to what Seer1 is saying. When I'm doing a broadcast and 30,000 people are watching live, in 3 hours time, you are talking about 1 million. In 3 days time, 3 million people watching a broadcast. Then which chief can have such influence? How about Pilato? How about Biflo? How about Ken Dumbo? How about these young people that we are using social media to fight? They had more influence than the chief. PF couldn't see this. They went and carried money and gave the chiefs. Chiefs rejected their son, HH. They joined in calling him a Satanist. They joined in calling him a tribalist. They refused to meet him. Today you want HH to go and meet him. If you are mad, it's not going to meet them. They don't have influence on the youths. They don't have influence on election. It's just as useless as anything. Take it from Seer1. They don't have influence. Today, even if HH wants today, let him call for election today. He's still going to win landslide. In fact, this time he will get 4 million votes. Because the youths are voting. They are not interested in chief this, chief that. Chiefs betrayed their conscience. You sided with somebody that is oppressing your children, and all of a sudden your children made the right decision. They voted for him. You want him to come and kneel down in your palace. Who are you? What palace? What useless palace do you have? A palace that could not say the truth. The chiefs and the men of God in Zambia are all the same. I see them gallivanting all around the HH today. Prophet, man of God, pastor, rubbish. You and your chiefs betrayed the people of Zambia. Imagine how happy everybody is in Zambia today. You connive with Edgar Lungu to sit on people's happiness because of little coin. You are a disgrace. Believe me, I'm going to assure you that chief. That's why you see Sata. I worked with Sata very, very well. Like I said, I was going to be the one to supply oil to Zambia from Angola to Zambia. The reason why oil is very expensive in Zambia is because the oil is coming from far. But there is Angola, your next door neighbor there, that was willing to bring oil to Zambia. And I was doing that with Sata and the family. We were very close to bringing oil from Angola before Sata died. I worked with him closely like this. So closely like this. Do you know the reason why I didn't install Chitumuklu as the paramount chief of Bemba people? Because you understand that the guy does not have conscience. It was actually a church that was fighting Sata, making sure that Chief Chitumuklu is installed and rule the people. The same man he fought for was the one that turned around against him and shone to meet him and the campaign for Edgar Lungu. And you want him, even if Hakainde Hichilema, let me tell you something you don't know, my brother. You are not Jesus Christ. You cannot be righteous. Some things you must no one on earth can be righteous. The reason why many people are complaining now is because you are ruling Zambia righteously. This is politics. You don't understand politics. That's why I needed to come and tell you how to win election, because each and every year you come with big manifesto, big English, and tell the people this and that. People go and vote. They don't even know what they are voting for. Until I came and told you to say, tell them, even if something you cannot manage to do, just say it. People want to hear something. Say it. You don't understand African politics. My brother, this is Africa. This is not America. You cannot be 100% right. I know there are so many people around you now that are telling you, hey, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Is he meeting these chiefs, these ones that turn their back on you? Forgive them, but don't have anything to do with them. They will even kill you. They will poison you. Forgive Chitumuklu. Forgive Mpezeni. Forgive them. Forgive them, but don't have anything to do with them. Concentrate on making people of Zambia happy. Concentrate on making youths happy. Concentrate on doing what the youths voted you for. Forget about the chief. They don't have influence anymore. This is a digital era. Campaign is done by the youths. Election is done by the youths. It's not those days when you used to gather people in the village and say, vote for this person. Such a thing doesn't happen again. I am telling you, give time and take time to fulfill your promise to the youths and the people of Zambia. Forget about the kings. They sold their birthright and they don't have any influence again. Nobody believed them. I'm telling you, nobody believed them. You not meeting Chitumuklu, you did very well. You did 100% well. You cannot eat your cake and have your cake. You not meeting in Mpezeni, you did very well. They don't have influence on anything. I'm telling you, this is youth's government. This is youth's country. I'm telling you, those of you that want to work with HH, those of you that are now running from PF and running to UPND, make sure that you didn't do any dirty job in UPND. Some of this UPND minister that is mingling with Chinese, Indians, UPND ministers that are mingling with corrupt people from PF, we will destroy you. It's just like this. You are gone. I swear upon Godfather. Have I said something that I will do that I don't do? Be careful. Stay away from PF. Anything coming from PF is corrupt. You cannot tell me that for many years UPND has been in opposition. Today is the day that PF people are seeing something good in PF, in UPND. I'm not against them joining UPND, no. But make sure as you are joining, you don't have a skeleton on your cupboard. Don't join because you want to be protected. Because the moment HH start protecting criminals, will bring down his government. Bah, immediately. Just like this. His government, the way I told PF that you are goners, when they thought they rigged the election, it's the same way you'll be gone. The moment you start protecting criminals, all those people, I know many people now. It's just that we don't, I respect HH too much. I don't want to come in and start giving him headache. But there are so many people who were supplying the mine in PF government that did a lot of shoddy contracts. They are joining UPN so that they can continue supplying. It's a lie. You cannot eat twice. Those contracts that was given to cadres must be terminated. The people that fought for UPND, the people that fought for HH, it is time for them to be given contract. So if you think that you are running from PF and running into UPN so that you can be protected, so that you can protect your contract, so that you can protect your job, it's a lie. You will lose your job and you become a member in UPN. You become an ordinary member. We must see your commitment in the party before the government think of renewing your contract. You cannot eat your cake and have your cake. You were eating in PF. Now that PF is out of power, I've seen them running. Even Leato and so many of them, even those denying that they don't know PF, they had nothing to do with PF. All of you criminal, make sure that you are coming to be an ordinary member. Oh yes. Oh yes, member in UPND. That's what you will be. All your contract, you must lose. All those contracts that PF government gave to cadres must be cancelled and be given to UPND members. Yes. I said it. That's how it's supposed to be. And that's how it's going to be. You cannot eat in PF and come back to eat in UPND. We can't tolerate that. People suffered. People have cried. If you go to markets today, market is occupied by PF cadres. This time you must leave the spaces for UPND and the good people of Zambia. All those jobs that we are giving with connection of PF must be cancelled. People of Zambia, people of UPND must eat now. That is politics for you. That is politics. And that's how it's supposed to be. And that is how it's going to be. We are watching you, ministers, all of you that are working in State House, all of you many of you have even changed your numbers. Immediately you are appointed as a minister. Immediately you are appointed as a what you change your number. The people you were calling when you were in opposition, they want to reach you, they can't get you. Go and get back your number, put it. Those people that helped you win election, look for job for them. It's not easy. People sacrifice. Those days those days in PF, being a member of UPND is like committing suicide. People sacrificed. And now Hakainde Hichilema has appointed you a minister. He has appointed you in government. Now you have changed your number. You are a fool. Get that number you change and put it back. Or the same way you were calling people, the same way people were getting to you when you were nobody. Let them get to you now. This is what destroyed PF. PF just took over power and thought that they have arrived. All the people that helped them, they threw them away. That cannot happen in this government. We fought for this government. And the reason why we fought for this government is because of President Hakainde Hichilema, because of the love that we have for him. Don't allow us to turn against what we fought for. All those people that you were calling them. Anywhere you go, you want to go with them. Now you have been appointed. Why are you, what are you changing your number for? Because your president, a whole president of Zambia, up to today, he has not changed his number. The same number is using on WhatsApp. The same number is using, is the same number is still using. A president didn't change his number. Then an idiot like you that was appointed a minister or appointed in this small position, you change your number. For what reason? You think that you can use people in this government and go scot-free? It can't happen. Get your number and start calling those people you were calling when you were campaigning. Don't be stupid. You don't learn something from PF. All those people that you promise job, make sure that you are getting them jobs. All the people that got job as PF cadres must lose their job. And UPND members, Zambian people must go and occupy those positions. Start working it out now before we start fighting you. The reason why we are quiet, the reason why we don't talk is because of the love I have for Hakainde Hichilema. By now, many of you are very stupid. Many of you by now, you would have lost your position. We don't want to bring problem to President Hakainde Hichilema. We love him so much. And we want his leadership to reign. I want him to be the best president in Africa, and if not in the world. And the guy is capable, and the guy can do it. But don't push us to fight. All those things you promise to people, put them in practice now. If you, many of you, we are nobody. I know many of you. UPND government these are people that had nothing. It's only few of them that could afford 3 times square meal. They've been appointed, and they are changing numbers. What for? What for? What are you changing the number for? So people that voted for you, people that campaign with you are calling you. You don't pick up their call. You think that you are wise? You think that you are bigger than PF? Or you think that you delivered more than PF? We destroyed PF because we wanted them to be humble. As for delivery, infrastructure, they worked. But because I needed to tell them that you are nothing, that's why we fought and brought them down. Don't think that you are too wise, you are too clever. You are clever than PF. Never go back to the people that voted for you. Many of you are even in your office already. It's now 3 months in office. You have not gone back to the constituency that voted for you. Your campaign managers, the people that campaign for you, your campaign group, you have not called them and even give them food. You have not even called them, thank them. You have not even called them. You are already balancing in the office. You are an idiot. You are a very stupid human being. Don't provoke us. I'm telling you the gospel truth. You see the way Wall of Jericho felt. You fall, Yakata. I'm telling you, don't even go there. Go back to the people. Greet the people. Thank the people. Thank the people. Start, HH cannot do everything for everybody. But if you ministers, if you people that have been appointed in government will go back to your people, what can we do for you? That is what people want. Anyway, this is why I came. I came to thank HH for shunning Chitumukulu. In fact, shun him forever. There is no value. If you sold your birthright, what do you want? You want me to come and worship you when you sold your birthright? Continue. If you are in need of visitor, let Edgar Lungu visit you. Mpezeni, same. If you really want to visit, or if you are lonely, call Edgar Lungu, let Edgar Lungu visit you. As for HH is not employed to rule Zambia so that he can go and bow for the chiefs. No, there are so many important